Yo, what's good with y'all? We have another reaction video. This one is called Five Reasons Why Chosen Ones Secretly Struggle with Lust by One Bible Verse. I'm not gonna lie, I actually hate this title because it kind of makes it I'm not saying that this is what he's trying to say by this title, but this title insinuates that if you struggle with lust, it's cause you're a chosen one. Like nigga, if you are a person with high libido, you're probably gonna struggle with lust until you control your desires. You know what I'm saying? Like if you are a heterosexual male who has high libido, you might see somebody with a big derriere, and it might make you a little bit lustful. Even if you're a homosexual male, you may see a guy that has a nice body, and then you get, you know what I'm saying, turned on. Say with the females. So it's like this isn't like a chosen one thing. It's not like you don't struggle with lust because you're a chosen one. You struggle with lust because you have high libido and have not controlled it yet. It's really that simple. But let's see what these five reasons are real quick, and let's get into it, man.
Why is it that those who are called to a higher purpose often face the deepest battles with lust?
I have no idea.
It's a struggle that no one likes.
I do have an idea, but it's not because you're. It's not because you're called to a higher purpose that you struggle with lust. You're just a human. You're just a human.
Higher purpose often face the deepest battles with lust. It's a struggle that no one likes to talk about, yet it's more common than you think. And the reasons behind it are shocking. If you're feeling overwhelmed by this silent battle, you're not alone. In fact, there's a biblical explanation for it.
Oh,
Let's uncover
okay.
the truth behind this hidden struggle. Throughout the Bible, some of the most anointed people faced fierce temptations.
Yeah,
Think of
because they're
King
human.
David, a man after God's own heart, who fell into the trap of lust with Bathsheba.
David was the guy. Not gonna lie, David was the guy, but he definitely did sleep with somebody's wife. You know what I'm saying? And then after he slept with somebody's wife, I think I might be wrong, but I think it was his son. David's son slept with his wife, like in front of everybody or something like that, or like everybody knew about it. I might be getting that wrong, but one thing I do know that happened is that David slept with somebody's wife, and then somebody slept with David's wife, and everybody knew about it. You know, that's one thing I do know.
Or Samson, whose strength and calling were overshadowed.
Samson got messed up. I actually made a video about the three kinds of succubi. One of them is a Delilah, which Delilah is the one that cut his hair because he was, man, it was pillow talking essentially. You know what I'm saying? Delilah put that punani on him, you know, and he was like, "I'm gonna tell you all my secrets. My powers in my hair." And she was like, "Oh yeah." He was like, "Oh yeah." She said, "Okay." Then cut that shit. You know what I'm saying?
By his weakness for Delilah. Even today, those chosen by God are not exempt from this struggle. But why?
Why? Because you live in a human body and you have libido. You have high drive for intercourse.
Why does lust seem to target those set apart for greatness? It's not just about human.
Is lust really targeting you? Or are you just a human with high libido? Granted, I'm not gonna lie and act like when you try to evolve inside your life, there aren't, certain malevolent forces that, well, pretty much as you try to evolve inside your life, certain malevolent forces will try to put things in your way to slow you down. You know what I'm saying? But they put things in your way that you're already weak towards. So for example, if you don't have high libido and you're not a lustful person, they're not going to send you women or guys, whatever you like. They're not going to send you things to make you lustful. What they're going to do is maybe send you a whole bunch of food because you're a glutton. You know what I'm saying? Or send you a whole bunch of situations to make you angry because you struggle with wrath. You know what I'm saying? So lust is not the main weapon. It's just the main weapon if you're a person who's already lustful because you have high libido and you can't control it yet.
Human weakness. It's a spiritual battle, and the enemy knows exactly who to target. The Bible makes it clear that spiritual warfare is real. Ephesians 6:12 says, "For we do not wrestle against
I knew that was the verse they was going to use. I knew it.
flesh and blood,
I love this verse, and I'm not gonna lie, I love this verse.
but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places. Lust isn't just a physical temptation, it's a spiritual attack aimed at those with a divine calling. The enemy knows that if he can corrupt the purity of a chosen one, he can hinder God's purpose for their life. But why does this struggle hit so hard? Here are 5 shocking reasons. 1. Spiritual sensitivity makes temptation stronger.
Huh? That's not fully true. I could kind of see what he's saying based upon my own understanding, but let's see what he says first before I comment on this.
Being spiritually gifted often means having heightened awareness.
That's what I was thinking
not just
about.
of God's presence, but also of the enemy's tactics.
Okay, I was thinking that.
Lust is a powerful tool the enemy uses to distract and weaken those with divine calling.
Only if you're already open to lust, though. If you're not open to lust, it would never work.
Chosen ones often experience more intense temptations because the enemy knows that if he can trap them in lust, he can slow down or even derail their spiritual growth. 2.
All right. Now, with heightened spiritual sensitivity, right? He should probably change that to higher awareness, because spiritual sensitivity, right, does not always mean a higher overall awareness. Spiritual sensitivity means to be sensitive to those things which are of the spirit. If you're purely spiritually sensitive, aka you're sensitive to those things, because spiritual means to be of the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So if you're purely spiritually sensitive and you're sensitive to those things which are of the spirit, technically you should be less affected by lust. But with, more accurate term, like I may be getting too caught up inside the words here, but it'd be better to say it with a higher awareness, right? Because if you have a higher awareness, then you are more aware of certain things. Like if there's like a succubus around you trying to make you feel lust and you have a higher awareness, you will definitely be affected by that more. And here's where I'm going to cut the guys some slack, because people would probably call being aware of spirits having a higher spiritual awareness. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I could kind of see that, because because technically, right, spiritual awareness means to be aware of things that are of the spirit. That's what spiritual awareness truly means, off the actual word, right? But with how it gets used, spiritual awareness just means to be aware of different planes that are beyond our physical reality. That's how most people use it. And if you are aware of higher planes beyond this physical one, then you will be more aware to what goes on those planes. And if there's certain beings trying to send certain energies towards you, you will be more aware of it. So I can see where he's going with that. I ain't mad at that.
Isolation leads to hidden battles.
Okay, I could kind of see that. It could also take you away from certain battles, though. But when you're isolated, it does make you. When you're isolated, you do gotta sit with yourself more, and as you sit with yourself more things may get brought up inside you. So I could see where that's. I could see that.
Chosen ones are often set apart, walking a path that few can understand. While this solitude can be a blessing, it also creates a dangerous vulnerability.
Hold on, I want to say this too. People love using the word. People love using set apart, but they're not always doing it in the fullest context possible. Like, granted, to be set apart means that you will be set apart from certain people, right? But it also simply deals with being set apart from your flesh. Like, if you're holy, right? The word holy means to be set apart, right? Let's look it up, right? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Holy meaning in Hebrew. Oh my God. It's not what I wanted. Holy Hebrew. Maybe I'll do it like this. Oh my God. Okay, well, put it down here. Holy, sacred. Okay, cool. Now let's look this up. Sacred Hebrew meaning. Why they doing me like that? It was supposed to pop up like this for holy, but come on, hold up. I'm not, because look, y'all gonna think I'm just capping. But look down here. It says the word kadosh be broken down to mean cut off, separated, to be, such become pure, sacred, holy. It can also mean distinguished, which can mean separate and special, set apart, right? But I want to do something else real quick, cause do this shit for holy like this, please. Come on, whatever. Okay, consecrated. Let's do consecrated, right? Consecrate, Hebrew meaning. To set apart as sacred. Like that's what I was looking for. It's supposed to pop up like this. To set apart as sacred. So if you consecrate yourself or you make yourself holy, you're setting yourself apart. But not just from people, you're setting yourself apart from the flesh. So chosen ones being set apart is not just about being alone. It's about being set apart in the sense of if you are a quote unquote chosen one, if you're following the most high, you will be set apart from your flesh, which would actually make you have less desires. You know what I'm saying?
Vulnerability. Without strong attitude can be a blessing. It also creates a dangerous vulnerability. Without strong accountability or deep spiritual connections, lust becomes a private struggle. The secrecy of this battle makes it harder to overcome, leading many chosen ones to suffer in silence.
Is it really the Is it my fault if y'all can hear my chewing and shit? That might be nasty inside y'all ears, but my God, is the secrecy what really makes it hard? Because there's people who are inside of huge friend groups and they go home and beat their joint every day. In fact, there's people who talk to their friends about beating their meat and about how they beat their meat. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Believe me, I know. I know for a fact. But I don't do that, of course. But back in the past, when I was a kid, when niggas first discovered porn, niggas talked about that type of shit. It was kind of weird if I'm being so real, but it's still true though. So it's like I would say that isolation can make it worse because when you're isolated, you do have to face yourself more. You have to face your own issues more. You're not as distracted by the external world or by external people. Therefore, you have to sit with yourself and sit with your desires. You know what I'm saying? But I want to say it's the secrecy of it. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's a secret or not, that shit's probably still gonna be hard regardless.
Silence. 3. High calling attracts greater attacks.
This one is 100% on point.
The higher the calling, the stronger the warfare. Lust isn't just a natural human struggle. It is.
But here's why I don't like the title though. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas might think that, oh, I am dealing with this issue because I'm a chosen one and my calling is so high. Like, no. There's people who have very high callings and don't deal with lust at all. Then there's also Pookie and Ray Ray who have no calling and they're the most horny people ever. So what are we really talking about right now? Like granted, what he's saying is true. The higher your calling, the higher the warfare. People who have high callings and don't deal with lust probably deal with other things until they control those urges. You know what I'm saying? So I can agree with this point, but don't take it out of context and say, oh, I'm dealing with lust because I'm a chosen one and I have such a high calling. Like, that's not what that always means. You know what I'm saying?
It's a spiritual attack designed to keep chosen ones distracted, drained, and distanced from God.
Lust. Oh, okay. I thought it said lust isn't a natural. It says lust isn't just a natural human struggle. I didn't see the just that. I would about to say, hold up. Let's not be irrational here. But nah, this is cool.
Many great leaders, prophets, and spiritual warriors have fallen because they underestimated the power of this battle. The enemy uses lust as a constant snare, knowing that even the strongest warriors can be brought down by their flesh. 4. Emotional wounds create open doors.
That is true. Is he trying to say that chosen ones get wounded, and because they're wounded, they have open doors?
Many chosen ones carry deep emotional wounds.
Yeah, but I want to say this too. People also would use that as an excuse. I went through all this trauma because I'm a chosen one. That's not what that always means. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, people with higher callings, like sometimes they will choose to have a harder life. You know what I'm saying? Because that harder life will teach them many lessons, and from those lessons they can actually, actually take action upon that higher calling because they actually learn how to deal with certain shit. But people shouldn't say like I went through all this trauma because I am a chosen one. Like some trauma you can't control, but other stuff could, for example, let's say like you've been inside of several horrible relationships, right? That might just be because you're a horrible person also. You know what I'm saying? That may be because you keep picking guys out of insecurity or you pick girls out of insecurity, right? So it may not be because you're a chosen one. It's just because you had bad choices. It could be because it could simply be because you just make bad choices. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but now rejection and abandonment. Okay, this kind of is common mainly for people who try to follow their higher calling, and then people kind of shut them down. You know what I'm saying? And reject them and abandon them. So yeah, these right here, yeah. But the past heartbreak shit, heartbreaks are possible too. Like you may be with your girl or be with your guy, but you become spiritual, and they're like, yo, this spiritual shit, I don't fuck with that, and then they fucking leave you. But people shouldn't just say, I had a horrible ex because I'm a chosen one. Like, no, you just make horrible decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Rejection, abandonment, past.
Sometimes it is because you're a chosen one, though. Sometimes you will be with certain people, and at the time it seems like a good decision, and you're only with that person to learn a certain lesson, and that lesson helps with your higher calling. That is true too. I'm just saying it's not like a one shoe fits every person situation.
Heartbreaks. These unhealed scars can become open doors for lust.
That is true though.
When a person
Open doors,
is emotionally vulnerable, the enemy offers lust as a false comfort, a
Yeah.
counterfeit connection to fill the void.
Yeah.
Without inner healing, lust becomes a coping mechanism, creating a cycle of sin and shame that is hard to break. 5. Strong spiritual gifts come with a weak flesh.
False. I hate this one. This is nowhere near true. Nigga, granted, okay, I'll say this, right? Okay. Let me steel man him, right? I'm gonna give him a steel man, right? Having spiritual abilities can make you focus more on the spiritual side of things, therefore you ignore your flesh. That is possible. You know what I'm saying? Number 2, spiritual gifts might take certain energy from you. Therefore, if you put energy towards those gifts, you can't put it towards your flesh and your body. Okay, I'll give him that also. But he is saying this statement as if it's a definite fact. It's not. He should have said strong spiritual gifts can come with a weak flesh. Not automatically that strong spiritual gifts come with a weak flesh. Because me, I have spiritual gifts. Like I could leave my body. I could do psychic readings. You know what I'm saying? I could do a couple of things, right? But my body not weak. Best believe my body not weak. You know, my body now, I may look like I'm scrawny and shit, bitch, I got muscle. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the biggest nigga by any means, but bitch, I got muscle. You know what I'm saying? I got muscle. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, I have discipline too. So, what are we talking about? Granted, I'm always eating. Well, most of the time I'm eating on these reaction videos, but this shit healthy as fuck, nigga. This shit is some rice. It be the same shit damn near every video, nigga. The rice with the spinach, and then there is one unhealthy thing: the vegan chicken nuggets. The vegan chicken nuggets, them bitches processed. I can't cap. You know what I'm saying? But still, this shit ain't that bad, gang. Well, maybe it is that bad. But my point is, nigga, I got discipline, bro. You know what I mean? So I don't like that. Like I know many, like my boy Ken Cash, right? My nigga be working out. He got crazy spiritual gifts, and he got discipline too. There's many people I know with spiritual gifts and also discipline. In fact, if you have spiritual gifts, that should make you be even more disciplined. What are we talking about right now? Like especially if you're a fucking Taoist, right? The Taoist niggas, them niggas. Like in Taoism, they focus on spiritual growth and physical growth. So, nigga, the more energy you obtain and the higher your gifts get, your body's probably getting stronger too if you're practicing some Taoist shit. Because Taoism, them niggas practice for the body, for the mind, and for the soul. So this statement, I don't like this statement right here.
Many chosen ones have powerful spiritual gifts, but they are still human. The flesh remains weak, and without consistent spiritual discipline, prayer, fasting, and renewing the mind, the battle against lust intensifies. The greater the anointing, the greater the need for self-control. Without
That part's true. This part,
the greater the anointing, the greater the need.
that's facts, nigga. If you got hella gifts, if you have hella gifts, and you have a high calling, control yourself, cause niggas will come after you, and without control, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying?
For self-control. Without actively strengthening their spirit, chosen ones can easily find themselves falling into patterns of lustful thoughts and actions.
Yeah.
Lust is a battle that many chosen ones face in secret, but victory is possible.
Hey, yo, like my video, gang. Like the video right now. I'm about to like this. I don't even like this video like that. I'm gonna still give it a like though.
Through spiritual discipline, accountability, and healing, they can overcome this struggle and continue walking in their divine purpose. The enemy's goal is to keep them trapped, but God's power is always greater. The question is, will they fight or will they fall?
All right. Decent video. I hope I wasn't talking too much shit. We gotta watch this video together. This video together. Yeah. This video. This video. And this video. Yeah. Oh, I might have to watch this joint too. I ain't gonna cap. This I'd watch it, but it's too long. Might have to watch this shit too. You know what I'm saying? But nah, we definitely gotta watch this one together, this one together, this one together for a fact. Alright. I love y'all. Catch my next video. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new. All that cool shit. I love you. I'm gonna catch you. Peace out.